Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you have never been here before, thank you. Oh my gosh, welcome. My name's Lindsay. This is Chatty Crochet, and I talk about crochet a lot and yarn a lot, and I ignore the mess a lot. Okay, so if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Super important. I would love to get to 1,000. I think that's everybody's goal, but that's for sure my goal. Okay. I am going to tell you about my everything I made this week. Some of them are new, I've never made before. Some of them are things I haven't made in a while. And some of them are what I like to call like winning patterns. They're like the patterns that I always try to make for markets because they always sell. And then I'm going to do a review of some of the eyes that I have bought lately, but I'll go into that more when I get to it. Talk about my tent. If you watched my last video, if you didn't, you should. I'm getting a new, or I got a new tent, and it's a one-person setup, so I got a video of that. And then for all of you guys who have been here with me before, I started selling in a store. I actually went there today to see what sold over Christmas, and I'll tell you about it. Okay, so let's start with what I made. I am going to go in order of smallest to largest, I think, or whatever is closest to whatever is furthest. Okay, so smallest are these little guys. I made these yesterday. All right, these are little owls. Look how cute. Look how cute they turned out. They're so tiny. Look how tiny. This is a free pattern. It's on a website, but I found it through Pinterest. But like I always say, I will have the pattern linked in the Google Doc in the description. And if I somehow miss it, my bad, and I will add it. So I made this one and this one. Look how cute. You just embroider on the little feet. So this is, of course, no sew. I think it's like, what, 7 rounds? Yeah. And you just crochet out the little wings as you go. Add the eyes. Then you embroider the little nose and the little feet. Took me less than 15 minutes to make each one of these. Okay. And I got this little gray one. These are made, all of these are made with Elise Voluto. This is that Elise Voluto that they have. I think it's sort of new. It's their like variegated, I guess. Got a pattern to it. One of those colors. So I was thinking that these were going to go into like a little $5 bin. Those are 15. But then the more I thought about it, I think they might make cute keychains. So I think I'm going to put keychains on these and sell them for $8. So we'll see. We'll see if they sell. Free pattern. So cute. Over here, I'm sorry, that is Shadow wanting in. He wants inside and outside and inside and outside over and over. So let me go let him in. Hold, please. Okay. Toys going off. Okay, so then I bought a pattern pack from Poggy's Place. Whew. Every single video, I can't think of my words. Okay, so this one I think is the whimsical pattern pack. I think it was like $14, which is like, that's really high for me. Like I don't spend that. So, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find new patterns for items I put in my my mystery boxes. My mystery boxes were by far my #1 seller of 2025. I usually would bring 17 to 20 to every market, and at every market, if I didn't sell at least half, I sold a lot. Okay, so I'm trying to find something new to put in the mystery boxes because I do a little sheet with the mystery boxes that says like what they might get. It's got like 4 pictures of what they might get. And I'm bored with what I make. So, and also I've been making the same things for a while, and so I'm going back to a lot of the similar markets, like a lot of the places. So if I see the same kids, it might be good to have some fresh stock in my mystery boxes. So that's what I've been working on a little bit this week. So I'm gonna show you what I made. And I'm not totally completely happy with it. So I'll start with the first one. So I made this guy first. I made him with the Lee's Voluto. And he's way too big. He does not fit in my mystery box. I'll show you. I'll go grab the mystery boxes and show you this. Okay, so ignore that it's bent. But these are my mystery boxes. Get these off of Amazon. I think they're linked in my Google Doc. I think they work out to be like 50 cents a piece, something like that. I'll close it and show you what it looks like closed. Mystery box, right? Sell these for $10. No, I can't get it back open after I close it because it's bent. I might have smushed these. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, that was hard. All right. So clearly, he's too big. He's too big. He sticks out. He's too big. That's not. Plus, I just don't really like the way he turned out. He's really crooked, and I'm sure that's a me thing. That's a user problem. For one thing, I got it. This eye is in the wrong spot. But even if it wasn't, I don't know if little kids would know that he's a digger mole or whatever she called him. I don't think they would realize he's a little mole with a little digger hat. So I didn't love this guy. So I was like, because when you make mystery box things to go in your mystery boxes like I do, like you're making 5 or 6 or 7 of the same thing over and over. If you don't like what you're making, so he was a no. He will go in my misfit bin, which is a really good thing to have. I really have found that if you throw things in there, they will sell. Okay, I didn't. So then I made this guy with the Lee's Voluto. He's so cute, right? He's so cute. Completely no sew. And this guy is completely no sew too. I'm sorry, just because I'm unhappy with the pattern doesn't mean that I should not explain. And I'm sure someone else with better ability or who has made this more or something probably could do a lot better job. Because mostly what I don't like about him is that he's crooked, like way crooked. But he is completely no sew. You just start at the top, work your way around. These are just baubles. So a simple, quick design. But the cottage mouse, as she calls it, is so cute. So cute. Okay. So cute. I love these ears. So you just start at the top, work your way down. These are baubles. You just chain out this tail, and then the ears are surface crocheted on, and he's so cute. However, way too big for my box. But that's okay, because I decided let's make him in perfect chunky. So I'll make him in perfect chunky. Look how cute. Look at the difference. So much smaller, but he's so cute. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. So this is all parfait chunky, and the eyes are 8mm little safety eyes. And look, he fits. You see, he fits perfect. So I got this one, and I got this one, and got one in blue. So cute. So I'm very happy with these. I think these are going to be really cute in my mystery boxes. And then from the same pattern pack, I made this guy. Isn't he great? This is, I think she calls him a garden goblin, and he's supposed to have like a little hat that looks like an acorn. But for a $10 mystery box, he took long enough, so I didn't add the little hat. And I hope that just the little goblin will sell. Look at his little tooth. You just embroider the tooth on. So cute. And you surface crochet the ears, and then she tells you how to make the lips as you go. So quick make, really cute. I'm hoping he's a little bit more unique. So I think he'll be good in a mystery box. I'll show you what he looks like. And he is made out of Parfait Chunky as well. See, it's done in there perfect. So I made that one. Then I got super distracted. I think I was on the phone with somebody making this one. And I think I'm almost positive I missed a row or something. And also, this row right here is supposed to be half double crochet like this, but I forgot. So he's squatty, and he's made out of Parfait Chunky. What do they call this one? The spots. I can't remember, but yeah. But he's still cute. He'll still sell. Then I made one like this, and I was paying attention this time, so I did this guy right. And this guy works it real fast. He's faster. He's faster than this guy, but still both of them are at the same speed that they are worth $10. So got those guys made. But clearly that's only 2 new designs. So I'm either gonna come up with another design or just use 2 of the ones I already have. And full transparency, I tried to make the squirrel that's in the whimsical pattern pack, and it didn't look right. I frogged it, but I should have saved it so you guys could see what I'm talking about. And then I also tried to make the badger. All I had was the glitter black in Parfait Chunky, but I can just see before even getting to the rest that I just don't like the way he's gonna look. Like his head's just too squatty for me. So that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Plus, I really didn't like all these color changes for such a small item. Okay. And let's see what I made next. Okay. Another small thing. No. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. This is a free pattern on Instagram. Look at this loaf cow. How cute is this cow? Free pattern on Instagram. I think it's from Nooks Hooks. This is Premier Basic Chanel Brights. Completely no sew. Took hardly any time to make. Made that one. And then I was like, I wonder if these eyes are too small. These are, I think, 14 millimeter eyes. So I made this one with 18 millimeter eyes. And I like that better. He's so cute. And then I made a blue one. These are so cute. I really hope they sell because I like making them. I think I'm going to sell them for $12. I'm going to try to sell these for $12. So I got 3 of those. Let's see. Let's just go from the top down. All right. So then I made a little cow lovey. Whoop. This is one I've seen quite a bit that other crocheters make. But of course, I'll have the designer hopefully on the screen and linked. So I made one of these, and I'll go ahead and tell you. So I started the body on this before Christmas, but during like the lull I had between last year and this year. And I have been making these. This is one of those that I call my winning designs. Like every time I take one to market, like I may not sell all that I bring, but I'm gonna at least sell one when I bring them to market. I normally do not put the spots on it because they take me forever. And I even did them wrong this time. Like they don't match up, but I don't know. I don't know what I did. So normally the only color is right here on the hooves. So the body itself is all just cream. I do the head exactly like she calls it. But I've never had any issue selling them. I sell them for $30 and it's been fine. But during my break, I was like, oh, I have extra time. I'll make it with the color changes. It takes me so much longer. This little girl takes me, gosh, over 2 hours, just because I have such a hard time with the color changes and the increases and decreases with the color changes. And I'm sure that's just a me thing, because a lot of people make her. But I'm going to go back to making the body cream and just doing the hooves a different color and the head. And then I embroidered the eyes. And I made her little headband, which is, she calls for that, and she has instructions in the pattern. And she's adorable. I sell her for $30. Without all these spots, I sell her for $30. So I think I'm fine with that. And I'm going to go back to that. So with this girl, then I made this little cow. This is Madeline Mako, Todd and James now. He's long. And he's cute. I think I made his ears. I sewed his ears in. So when you make, oh, I should have told y'all. Let me go back. When you're making this little guy, this is completely no-sew. So wonderful. So you crochet, you make the arms and the legs separate, you make the head separate, you make the ears separate. Then you make one leg and you crochet it together with the other leg and come up, and then you crochet in the arms, and then the head is actually crocheted to the body, which is really cool. And these ears are amazing. So you crochet in the ears and then you tack them back so they look like they're supposed to. It's really a really cute technique. It just really makes them turn out adorable. So I do love how the pattern is done. I just don't love all the color changes. Okay. So with this guy, he's also almost no-sew. So everything is crocheted in except for his horns and his muzzle. You sew those on, but everything else is crocheted in. And then you make his little jumper separate, and you add that or put him in that. So it could come off if you wanted to. We don't want it to. And then I embroidered his little eyes. Gave him little nostrils. But like I was saying, I think I crocheted in his ears too close to his face. I'm not happy with that. And this spot right here, it's supposed to be like over here. I messed up. Oh well. It's a school bus. That means my daughter's getting home from school soon. Okay, after this one, I'm gonna have to pause and come back. So, he's a fairly quick make. And I've made him twice now and sold both of them, and I sold them for $28. So $25. I've been selling them for $25. So I'm going to sell him for $25. Madeline Mako, Todd and James. Super cute. And he's made completely with Elise Veluto yarn and a 5.5mm hook. All right, I will be right back. Okay, I think I have a few more minutes, so I'm going to talk about another one. Okay, this is also a Madeline Mako. That's interesting. I didn't realize I did that. This is her monkey pattern. I haven't made this monkey in a while because I don't know why. It really shouldn't. It's a simple design, but it takes me forever. This guy takes me over 2.5 hours to make. So, he is made with Elise Veluto. He is almost no sew. You only sew on the ears and the muzzle. So you make the legs, the arms, and the tail separate. And you make the ears, of course, and the muzzle separate. And then you crochet in the legs and the tail, and then the arms. And you go up and make the head, and then you sew on the ears and the muzzle. And usually I embroider his eyes, but I don't know. I was just feeling a little different this time. So this time I gave him these, they're 20 millimeter, 20 or 25mm eyes. They were big. Oh yes. They came out of the box. Yeah, these are 20mm. Give me a little smile. And I sold my last one for $35, so I'm going to sell this one for $35. And he's so cute. Look. Oh my god, cute! I love how his legs are floppy like that. Like that. They're so cute. Bye. He's so cute. I will make him. And every time I make these, they sell. So this is one of those winning patterns. If I make it, it sells. I just don't always make them because he takes a while to make to me, and he's not as dramatic, eye-catching, I guess, as some of the others that take this long. He doesn't. I don't know if he looks like he takes 2.5 hours, but he does for me. For me, and I'm slow crocheter, so I think I heard the buzz now. Still waiting. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's see. Okay, so I made this guy. Check him out. This is another one of my make it and they sell patterns. Pretty much every time I make one of these, he sells. Yeah, I think I don't ever, if I bring more than one, I usually sell at least one of these. Like it's rare to not sell. So this is a no-sew pattern from Crochet by Jenna that I have kind of edited a little bit for myself. So he is no-sew. You make the legs, you make the wings, and you crochet them in, and everything else is basically a form of a bobble. Now, she has you do bobble stitches down the back as you go, but I don't like to do that because I can never get them to line up. So this is actually something I pulled. This is the spine that I pulled from the dragon pattern from Mom Stitch Eddie. So that's what this is. But I really like doing it that way. I think it adds a lot having that, and I think it's just easier, makes it go faster. These are 20 millimeter eyes. So these have to be 25 millimeter. Okay, so 20 millimeter eyes on him. And the yarn is some leftover Bernat baby blanket that I had that I'm just trying to use up. I sell these for $35. And I need to make some more, but I get bored making the same thing over and over. So I try to spread it out. Okay, made that guy. All right, then I made another Night Fury. Isn't he cool? This is the splooting version from Snuggle Beans Crochet. Let's see. So, so this guy, oh no, I've been talking all this time without my mic on. I don't know if I'm going to have to redo this section or not. All right, well, I'll put it on. Hopefully I could hear all that. Okay, I'm going to go back to talking about him. Okay, so splooting pattern from Snuggle Beans Crochet. Very minimal sewing. Is it minimal? Why are the buttons? Okay, I think I am back for the last time. I shouldn't say that if I jinx myself. Okay, so this is pattern from Snuggle Beans Crochet, splooting Night Fury. He is somewhat no-sew. There's a little sewing that you do, but you make the tail, the arms and legs separate, crochet them in, and then you make the head and you crochet in these little side pieces here. There is an option to add little ones at the top, but I just leave those off. And then you crochet in, I think I already said you crochet them. Then you sew on the head to the body, the wings to the back. You sew those on. Those are separate. You sew them on. And then these little thin doolollies here on here. And then these are 30 millimeter eyes, which I will talk about more in a minute when I talk about my eyes. I want to duplicate. So I really like this pattern. I think it's adorable. I've made it twice, sold it twice, and I have sold it for $45 both times. So I'm gonna sell him for $45 too. Okay, so this last make, This is something I saw Knotting Hook Crochet make. It is a splooting stitch. How adorable is this guy? So this is what she calls a Franken pattern. This guy is a mix between a Snuggle Beans Crochet wolf pattern and a actual stitch pattern from another lady whose business name escapes me, but I will have it on the screen. So you have to own both of those patterns to be able to make this guy. But I just, oh, I've never made a stitch before. This is my first stitch. I've kind of veered away from making him because, one, there's a lot of color changes normally, and two, I don't do felt eyes. Like, I don't make my own felt eyes. So that's why I haven't done it. But this I was really excited about. I already owned the wolf pattern. So I just bought the stitch pattern that she recommends. And then I just pieced it together. So the body, the arms and legs are the Snuggle Beans pattern. So everything on the head and everything you see on it, and the patches on the back and the tail come from the other stitch pattern. So you make the body just like she calls for in the Snuggle Beans pattern. Then you make the head with all of its pieces just like she calls for in the stitch pattern. And then you just sew the head to the body like you would any of the Snuggle Beans patterns. Just like it says, basically, for the wolf patterns, how you sew it on. And then you sew on this tail, and you sew on the patches based on how she tells you in the stitch pattern. And that's it. These eyes are 35mm eyes. I have never used that big of an eye before, so I did have to buy these special on Amazon. But again, I'm going to talk about my eye review in just a minute, so I'll come back to that. So he does take a minute, and you do have to sew on the ears. This is a surface crochet. You sew on the nose, and then you have to sew on these patches on the back and the tail. So there is some sewing. But I really think it comes out so cute. I don't know. I sell this one for $45. And they do both have the weighted pellets in them. So he's $45. I'm thinking he should be $45 too. Maybe $50. Just because of all, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? 45, 50, 45? He's so cute. He turned out so cute. I love him. And he's made with Elise Voluta. And so is the dragon here. He's made with Elise Voluta, if I didn't say that. I really like him. Yep. Okay. I think that's all my makes. But now I want to talk about safety eyes. So I feel like I have a long story I want to tell. I don't know if I want to tell it all. Anyway, I have been buying safety eyes for the past year now. Before 2025, I didn't use safety eyes. I embroidered all my eyes on everything, but I really wanted to kind of expand. I feel like you can do a lot when you have the safety eyes and patterns. So I want to expand to that. So I originally bought them all off of Amazon. And I don't know if you've heard other crocheters talk about it, or I don't know if you use the safety eyes or not, like the ones that are actually the sinker eyes. That's what I prefer. I prefer the sinker eyes. I feel like the little small black ones come out too easily. I do put glue. I put this E6000 on the backs of them, and I do use the little black safety eyes. I do use them, but they're not what I use the most. So I did buy safety eyes off of Amazon, and they had almost all you can get off of Amazon is ones with backs like this. which lately I have had a lot of trouble with them splitting and the eyes falling out, even with the glue. So the glue makes the eye stay, but it won't stay sunk in. It pops it out. So I was trying to get away from that. So I have been buying eyes from AliExpress because AliExpress offers a lot of variety of eyes that have the back that is less likely to break. I'm trying to show it to you here. Or crack. So these like this. Okay. So this you can get off of AliExpress. Be the backs to your eyes. So AliExpress is one of those sites where I think you're buying from China. I'm not sure, which is fine. It's just to me they're the type where it takes so long to get it, and if you were to need to return it, it's kind of a hassle to have to return it. So when I buy them off of AliExpress, I don't really know what I'm getting, and it's kind of like blindly purchasing. And I wish that somebody would do a review, like a really like a specific type of review of their AliExpress eyes, so that when I go to buy them, I can feel confident in what I'm buying. Like I've seen somebody else, they have that one. Instead of just saying, I got them off of AliExpress, which is what I've normally said, but it might be a little bit more specific and tell you exactly the ones I bought from, exactly what store I bought them from, that kind of thing. So that if you wanted to buy them, you wouldn't feel like you were just kind of picking some, because it's hard to tell on the screen exactly what you're getting. And on some of the listings, you can't really tell what the backs are going to be. It gives you like a little number of what the back is. And maybe you guys know what that means, but I don't know. I don't know what that means. So I wish somebody else who knew would do a video and tell me that's what this means. So you know that you're getting that kind of back that I just showed you. So I thought, why don't I just tell you what I bought? So I just got in an order from AliExpress, and I have an order that I got in December from AliExpress. And then the ones I'm showing you here actually came from Amazon. You can get some eyes from Amazon with the good backs, but they're hard to find. So let me go over them. I'm holding these right now, so I'm going to go over these. These are, I made notes. That's right. All right, so these are from Amazon. These are the 35 millimeters that I bought to be able to make stitch. So this is 9 pair of eyes, 35 millimeters. I paid $12.74 before tax for these, which makes them $1.41 each. So, and I will have, I don't know if I'll do it in the Google Doc, but in the actual description below, I'm going to have a link to everything I'm talking about, so that you can go and look at the exact ones that I'm talking about. So it comes in a bag like this with these, and here are the color discs. And the eyes all have the plastic covering to protect them, protective covering. And then we've got the color discs right here. That's right. Okay. Put that on the back. Like so. And there we go. And then here's the back that goes with it. This is a really heavy, sturdy eye. These are very, very similar to what you get from AliExpress. And like I said, they're $1.41 a piece, which is a similar, when I say a piece, I mean a pair. $1.41 for a pair of eyes, which is a similar price to what you're getting from AliExpress, but I'll get to those. Okay, so I bought these. I bought these to have them fast because AliExpress takes, in my experience, a minimum of 2 weeks, and I got these in just a couple of days from Amazon. So I got these. But when you buy them from Amazon, you really don't have many options. You just can get like a multi-pack of colors. And for stitch here, I thought these silver eyes were the appropriate eyes. I don't know what other eyes I would use. It's got blue, yellow, green, purple, like a pink, brown, orange. I mean, I think these are the only ones that would work for him. So I don't have any more of the silver color. So if I wanted to make another stitch, unless I wanted to get into painting eyes, which I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't gotten to painting my own eyes. I'd have to order more eyes off of Amazon. So, okay, so that's where AliExpress comes in. Okay, so that was the order from Amazon. All right, so these are the eyes that I have gotten lately from AliExpress. When I order from AliExpress, they have an app that you can put on your phone to order from. I use the app, and I order from a specific store, and I have never ordered from any other store but this one specific store that was recommended a long time ago in a video from Cottontail, Heather with Cottontail Crafts. I'll have her linked, and of course, Knotting Hook Crochet. I'll have her linked. Everybody knows her. Okay, I'm not going to murder the name of the store. I'm just gonna put it right here. You see this? I'm not gonna say that, but that's the name of the store. So that's the only store that I have ever purchased from. So I can't say or speak to any of the other stores. If you purchase from a different store on AliExpress, I would love to know, because I would love to look into other stores. But I only know this store. It's the only one that was recommended, and I'm always wanting to make sure I'm spending my money wisely. So I don't want to purchase from a store and not like the quality of what I got. So I want to hear, like, I'd love to hear from somebody else that another store might be good. So love to hear from you if you have bought from another store other than this one on AliExpress. Okay, so I got, let's see, they come in boxes like this. It came in a yellow box like this. It's just taped up. This is what this box literally shipped to my house like this. So that's what these came in. This came inside of a box like that. Then there was in this bag. This bag was inside the box. Okay, I ordered a 20-piece set of 30mm eyes. Now this 20 pieces means it was actually 10 pair of eyes that were 30mm. I paid $14.17, which made them $1.42 for a pair. And I purposely bought all of these in 30s, because I have made these and sold these, but I ran out of this color eye. Okay, so this eye and him, this specific eye color, I will have it on the screen for you. And of course, I'll have the link for the eyes also in the description. If you have been wanting to make a stitch like this and you weren't sure of the eye, because it was really hard to tell when you're looking at the pictures, is this the right color? Is this the Night Fury eye color? And I think these are pretty spot on. They're looking a little gold, but they have green too. I don't know. I think that it's pretty true to how they look. Not all that orange. That's just a reflection in it. See? I don't know. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the 30mm eyes. So I went ahead and bought 10 pair because, see that? 2, 6. Oh yes, I'm all right. This is it. This is the 10 pair. So again, it comes in the bag, written on there 30. Here's the eyes and the backs. These are the backs that you want. And here's the eyes. And all of the eyes have the little protective, like, little coating that you just peel off. All of them have that. And then here's the little bag with all of the little colored discs. Now, when I got them in, I thought, oh no, these are not right. They look gold, but really when you put them in his eye, they're like a green gold, which I think is a good color for him. Good color. So I'm showing you this because if you are also trying to figure out if you could get the Night Fury eye color and just get those in just that one color, I have found these, and I think they work good. And they are $1.42 each. So those in there. All right, and then this is the one that really made me nervous. So I purchased these. I'll show them to you here in that box. I purchased these first. So when you're buying these eyes off of Amazon, you know, you're getting like a little 10 pack or whatever, and you have one of each color. And like I was saying, you know, if you need 2 green eyes, you got to buy a whole nother pack again. So I decided to take the leap, and purchase a 100 pack, which is 50 pairs of eyes and 50 different eye colors. But it's not 50 different random. I think it's like 8 or 10 colors that they do in each like, so you have 10 sets, or you have 5 sets of each. All right, so it was 100 pieces, which means it was 50 pairs of eyes at 25 millimeters. Nope, I'm not talking about that one yet. It was 100 pieces, so 50 pairs of eyes at 18 millimeter. And I paid $14.39, which means I paid, right? I paid 29 cents each. I don't know if my math is mathing, but I don't have a calculator. It's on my phone. But that's what I wrote down. Okay, so it came in a box like this. And it's got all these little bags of the little eyes. And then it's got these little mini bags of the colors. And like I said, it's the same colors over and over in each bag. Okay, 50 sets of eyes. And these have the little backs. And let's see, who is using these eyes? You guys. Okay. So these are those eyes. That was not a very good example. Look at that. Yeah, it shows it better in the camera, maybe. Yeah. So these are the 18 millimeters Tinker eyes. Lots of different colors. This one shows a lot of the colors. All those colors. And they all have the protective coating over all the eyes. So yeah, I'm thinking this will last me a minute. I'm hoping. All right, so that was the 18. And then I bought the 25s. So here is the 25s. Same deal. 100 pieces. So 50 pairs of eyes at 25 millimeter eyes. They were $40.50. And so that means I paid 81 cents for each pair of eyes. And they came the same. So they came like this. And here are all the different color discs, which has 5 different packs of the same colors repeated. You know, the same variety. Yeah, so the same nice sturdy back. And here's one of the eyes with the color disc on it. See that? All right. Okay. Let's see, who's got 25 millimeter? Oh, yes, I decided you did. So this is the 25 millimeters. Brown eyes for the monkey. You can see that? Okay. All right. Okay, so then you can also just buy backs from them, which I don't know if they will universally fit on eyes. So I haven't bought backs, but you can just buy these backs. And they also sell just the color discs. So this is let's see. This is 100 pack of the 13 millimeter color discs. And I bought these because, in my amazingness, I'm pretty sure I threw away the color discs for some of my eyes. So I have a lot of random eyes like this and like this. which I have no color discs for. Or if I do have color discs for, all I have left is like baby pink and dark pink, because that's all, like, I never use that color. So I thought I'll buy these. That way I can use up the eyes I actually have before I have to buy more eyes, just because I don't have the right color. However, I would like to make a side note and say, these I bought off of Amazon. And if you want me to link it, I can link it, but I would only link it as a recommendation not to buy these. Because, first of all, they don't have the little cover. Okay? So they aren't protected. And when you put the backs on these eyes, you have to put a lot of pressure on them. And when you put that pressure on these, it scuffs it. So I save the little papers. So if I have any right here, I think they're, okay, there. I save the pitiful little papers that I pull off the eyes. Save those, and I stick them on the eye while I'm adding the eye to the little stuffy. But on top of these not having any covers and that being terrible, these I thought, oh yeah, these are fine. These are great. These will work. Yeah, you know, because it's got like that. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if I have any from yesterday. Yesterday, when I was using them, I think I threw it away. When I pressed it down hard enough, it cracked in half. Yeah. So these may be no good. Maybe don't use these. So I can link these as like a cautionary. Don't buy these if you want. But I got these off of Amazon, and they're no good. And also, I accidentally threw away the color discs, which is awesome. I mean, I have these, but they don't go to it. I don't even know what these go to. I just stuck them in here. So I was like, maybe. Anyway, so they had a random millimeter of 13, but it actually works on a 14 or a 16. So this works on either one. I have used it on either one. So anyway, there's that. Okay, so then I call myself what you would call splurging. Oh, by the way, those color discs, I broke down the cost of that because they were $7.24 for 100 of them. So that was 7 cents a piece. Okay, so this is a splurge. So these are 30 millimeter. This is 10 pair of 30 millimeter eyes at $10.44, which makes them $1.04, which is actually cheaper than the ones that I got for Night Fury. Either way, it felt like a splurge because, and I'll show you why. Because they have a lot more options and a lot more things you can choose from on AliExpress. So I bought these, you know, and it's just like, okay. So that's why if you have bought from AliExpress and you know that the eyes that you got were good eyes and it's not what I've already purchased, I would love to hear about it, because I don't want to buy something and hate it and wish I hadn't bought it. Like, for example, I have some over there that I bought from AliExpress from the same place that are snake eyes. They're like the wrong size and they don't look right. Waste my money. Okay. So, oh, that's not it. Where are they? Okay. These, I should have put one together already, Val. I wasn't prepared. Okay. Here we go. These are all different colors now. Okay, this is just one of them. Okay. Look. Oh, you can't see it. Look. Isn't that great? I can see myself in them. That's weird. Yes. So these are a splurge. I have no idea what I'm going to use them for. I think maybe like unicorns and dragons and things, or maybe some other kind of like mystical fairy type creature. I don't know, but I love them. I love them and they make me happy. So I bought them. And they have the great backs. And I'm very excited. Very excited. And when I make something with these, I will follow up on them. But for now, love it. See the other colors? Look at all these colors. This purple one. They're so cute. And I love the little stars. Okay. So cute. Love them. Love them. Can't wait to make something with them. It's just like, I feel like they're so special that I almost can't decide what to make with them. I'm like, yeah, so very excited about those. That was a splurge. Got those. Okay, I think that covers all of my thoughts and opinions on eyes. So if you have any thoughts and opinions on eyes from AliExpress specifically, I would love to hear it. Because I'm always trying to figure out like what can I get there, like what works, like what's a good option for me. Okay, so put that back over there. All right, let me look at my list. What else I want to talk about? Oh yes, okay. So on my last video, I told you, have I been crooked this whole time? Okay. In my last video, I told you that I had purchased a pop-up tent that was supposed to be a one-man pop-up tent. It is. So excited. At first, I was like, no, I can't get this to work. So what I did at first was, you know what? Before I tell you that, I'm going to show you the video. So we did a little video. My son is a star, so he was excited about that. He's YouTube famous now, he says. And I showed you how easy it was to just pop it up with one person in the tent. So I'm going to show that video, and then I'm going to come back and talk. And so I'll be right back. All right, this is Luke. He is 10 years old, and he's going to show us how easy it is to pop this tent. Go ahead, Lukey. Push, push. Don't hold the button.
And that.
You did it! All right, let's get out, and we're going to show everybody. And that is it. You did it. The tent is popped. You don't have
to be strong to be good.
That's right. All right.
Yeah, good. Speak.
Woohoo! Okay, so that was Luke. Oh yes. So so you just pop it up in the middle. When I did the first time, I did it to try to figure it out on my own. My husband helped me get it all set up, and then he said, let's raise up all the legs, and then you can pop it up in the middle and be done. Okay, well, he did it the first time, and it was like, oh yeah, he's 6'3". I'm 5'3". So he popped it. And I was like, oh, it's so easy. Yeah. So then I went under there, and he just unlocked it, brought it back down, but the legs were still high. I couldn't even reach all the way to pop it in the middle. So what you have to do if you're 5'3" is you have to just go underneath it while the legs are short and just push it up and pop it. And then that's it, though. You don't have to pop the sides. You don't do anything. When you're ready to take it down, you just pull. There's like a little button, and you pull. Hold it up. Zip it up. Amazing. It is heavy, though. It is heavy. The box said that it weighed 35 pounds, and I believe it. For me, that's heavy. So that's a heavy thing. That's just something to know. But the little tent carrier does have wheels. Okay, so there's that. And okay, the last thing. Okay, guys, if you're still here, thank you for staying and listening to me talk and talk and talk and talk. And let's talk about that store that I was telling you in the last video that I've been selling at. So I went by there today. I had not been since like December 10th or something. It's like a month. I sold everything but 2 items, which means I sold like 8 things. But still, I sold 8 out of my 10 items. 2 of them she doesn't have listed, and I think that's because they were something that sold at the beginning of the month, which would have been out of like the previous month's sales. So I'll have to talk to her about that, but I know they sold because she told me that they had sold before. So, but they're not listed on here. So my number's a little bit off. So we're just going to talk about the 5. That makes 7. I didn't sell 8 things. Yeah. I'm not mathing. Okay, apparently I sold 7 things, but she only gave me my money for 5. So I'm pretty sure I have a picture of all these things. So like I was telling you last time, and if you didn't watch last video or you forgot, at this little consignment, it is a consignment store, but it's really like a little boutique where you can consign your things at it. She takes 40%. So she takes 40, you get 60, which, as I heard from many, many, many of you, that's really steep. So I don't know if I will continue doing this, even though I did sell like everything. Because let's see. So I sell these little kitty cats and blankets, and I have a picture right here, and they are wildly popular at every market I bring them. I sell them, at least one or two. So I did bring one of those to her, and I marked it up from the normal $20. I marked it up to $28, which I did not think it would sell at $28, but it did. It sold at $28, which means I received $16.80. She says that's what she's telling me on here. So $28, I only got $16.80, and at any normal market, I sell them for $20. So I sold one of those like gooses, the shelf goose right here, Crochet Grove. I made one. It's the only one I've made so far. I made it. I priced it at $25. I was thinking at a normal market I'd probably sell it for $20. I've never sold one before, so I just blindly brought it to her at the store. $25. I earned $15 off of that. I made this little itty bitty bear. Oh no, my phone's dying, guys. Be right back. All right, y'all. I had to wait for my phone to charge. My phone died. This is gonna be the most chopped up video I ever made, and I think it's gonna be like 157 minutes. So I am living up to the name for my channel. I am Chatty. Anyway, so I had to go back and read because I couldn't even remember where I was. So anyway, I was telling you guys about all the different things I sold. I'm gonna go a little faster because I realized in looking back that I am really taking my time. Okay, so anyway, so I sold a little bear. I've had it, the little bear, the little snuggler bear, so right here. I have had that forever. I think somebody asked me to make that for them for a custom order, and I ended up making two because I want to change the face or something. So anyway, so this was one of those. I sold it to her, the girl I sold the custom order to, for $25, I think. But I couldn't sell it for $25. It never sold. I marked it down $22, still didn't sell, brought it to every market. So I just marked it down to $20 and took it. Because I figured I can't sell it anyway, so I'll sell it at the store. So this one, I sold it for $20. I made $12. I sold a bear and a hoodie, but it was a with a mod to make it look like a Hello Kitty hoodie. So I have a picture of it here or wherever. This is a crazy one now because I really liked that, but I was just trying to see what it would sell for, right? I sell them normally for $30, but I think I had that one marked at $35 because of all the extras it took to make her look like Hello Kitty. I sold it for $42 in that store, but I only made $25.20. Okay, I sold a cow in a dress, which I don't know if I have any pictures of this cow in the dress. Hopefully, if I do, it's here. It's a little cow in a dress that I haven't been able to sell in the normal markets. It's kind of been sitting. I did mark it up though at the other markets. I've been taking it to, I've been selling them for, well, I had it marked at 28, but I didn't sell it. I'm sorry, that's not true. I did sell one at 28, but this one just hasn't sold. It's just been kind of sitting. So I marked it up to $32, and I made $19.20 off of it. On paper, looking at it, seeing how much I made compared to what it actually sold for, hurts a little bit. But the lady in the store was just like, "You did so good in December. You've got to come back. You've got to bring us more stuff." Because all she has is one thing of mine now. Because the other thing I had was like a Christmas lovey. Didn't sell. Anyway, y'all don't want to sit here and watch me thinking. So, I don't know. I mean, part of me is excited that my stuff sells. Maybe I should just go up on the prices. I mean, can you believe a bear and a hoodie sold for $42? I normally sell it Well, normally sell them for $30. I've only made the one. $35 is what I had marked up. Anyway, so it's not too bad considering it's kind of like passive sales. I don't have to go. I don't have to set up. I don't have to do that. I just drop it and make money. So in that way, I like it. But I can see that in some ways, I'm losing money doing it this way. So I don't know what I'm going to do. She would like me to bring more stuff because the spot that she has for me is empty. So I'm either going to just see it as a way to make passive income without having to go to markets and be thankful for that, or I'm going to up my prices some more and sell them, or maybe I just shouldn't go back. Those are my three options, I think. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, and we'll see you next time.